was working a lot. What's up? What the fuck is up? Long time no stream. I got a new game today. We're gonna get into it. It's gonna be fucking sick. Because I absolutely will spend like 3 hours playing it. I've watched multiple people play it. Except, like, there's multiple endings, and also I could just play it poorly. Because I've never played it before. So, yo, what's good? Jay, long time no stream, I'm back and I'm better than ever. I'm off for the next couple days, I guess, so we might, thank you. We're keeping the do-rag on today. It felt right. It's been forever, it's been a while. It's been a while. I assume you're not in here, but I want to go ahead and send a thank you out to Random Attack Gaming for dropping a follow literally a month ago. I'm sorry, I haven't been live, I've been working. Is it comfy? Yeah, I guess. Loving the Pringles. Oh yeah, free advertising. Specifically for the cheddar cheese version of Pringles, actually. But I'm really excited for this game that I got. Today, we are going to be playing Not for Broadcast. How is there an update? I literally just downloaded the game. Okay, it's fine. It took like 2 hours to download, which is fine, because it's a massive fucking game. It is a huge game. And I've been watching since they released like the first chapter, however long ago that was. And I'm really excited to play it. It went on sale for like $10 fucking, so I bought it, and we're gonna have a good time. This is exciting. Alright. Facecam gone.
Have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
Is audio good? Should I do anything?
The people never happy. Never
Gamepad rumble. Hardcore mode. What is all this shit? Audio. Okay, subtitles are on. I'm gonna leave the audio where it is because it looks fine, but you know, let me know if I need to change that at all. Display mode, just do full screen. Play changes. Okay, this is fine. We'll figure it out. Let's fucking get into it. Alright. Hold on. Okay. Enter game name. Streamer run. Story mode. Non-broadcast mechanics are off. Viewers are very forgiving, less challenging.
That the team will keep you safe.
Broadcaster. Showrunner. Viewers stop watching. We'll just go. No, we'll go broadcaster. I want it to be like kind of difficult, you know? Considering I do like vaguely know what's going on.
That's all coming up on
I changed the cat. Yeah.
National Nightly News.
Awesome. Jeremy! Let's fucking go, dude. I'm so excited to play this. Yeah! This music's crazy. Okay. I'm here for it. He's been living in a paradise. It's so true. Oh, let me turn the light off. Now that you guys aren't looking at me, I don't need, like, decent lighting or anything. Day 1, the election. Yo? Hey, yo?
Hi, David. I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through.
Okay.
All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, now I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're gonna have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry, it's not hard, and I'm gonna stay on the phone and help you.
Oh shit.
First, I'm gonna give you a.
Hold on. Obviously, if my shit's on the bottom of the screen, you can't see the other shit. Okay. Up top? Maybe this is better. Okay. Book.
Quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right,
Screens.
look up at the top. That coloured
Now it's
bar is
covering
your
the other
audience.
shit.
You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the
Put these back where
broadcast
they
screen.
were.
That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen
And I'm
there
gonna
in the
hide
middle.
'em.
That's the one you control. Now the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered
There.
buttons
Okay,
on the
I'll just take it
vision
off the screen.
mixer.
I want to do my nails, but my nail polish has disappeared.
Talk you through it.
So,
You'll
like,
pick it up
that's
in
an
no
issue.
time. Now,
Yeah,
have a look
that
to
would
your
be a
left.
problem. My left?
These plugs control
what
everything
the
in the
fuck?
studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on,
I fiddled
face the
with
front
them.
again.
What if I want the fan on? You ever think
You can
about
see
that?
on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain.
Guess it wasn't meant to be.
Right,
I
okay, they're
suppose
over,
not.
so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left.
Crazy
They're
Neil!
your adverts. Pick any
Come to
three,
Bumley.
load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to
My
the front
Salad
again.
Weekly. Yeah.
Right, the tapes are loaded and we're all ready for when we get to the first ad break. That's great. Any second now, you should be getting a signal through from the studio. Stay on your toes, mate. It's
No.
election night, so all eyes are on
I will
this
not
room.
stay on my
We do
toes.
not want to get fired.
We don't want to get fired?
When you get the signal,
Is this
select
even my
screen
job,
with the vision mixer.
Dave?
We're ready to go.
Corn and mayonnaise?
You don't see it
Okay.
Viewing figures.
every day.
Awesome.
More for me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to count.
And yet you persist. Going
Keep it up, I
5,
guess.
4.
Good evening.
National
I'm
Nightly
Jeremy
News.
Donaldson. Our main
Hey, Jeremy.
stories tonight.
Okay,
Moving on up.
all good.
Awesome, awesome,
Next is going to
awesome.
be the throw to the news titles on screen 2.
That's fine.
There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's
It's all
Total
gravy.
Independent and corners the fly
Never heard
market.
anybody say that.
Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleys wins Sports Personality of the
Call
Year.
Franken
And
maintenance.
a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Bunderklatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their
6.
historic...
Alright, you ready?
Button 2 in 3, 2, 1. Lovely, mate.
Ah! Was it 6?
Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy.
Did I do it?
Button 1, when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Understood. I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm Alex, the news editor. National Nightly News with Jeremy Donaldson.
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Now, lovely, mate.
Yeah!
The votes are in, and it's a decisive win for Advance.
We often get a bit of interference around this time,
Okay.
mate. Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom
Okay.
right. Use that slider that's flashing, or your scroll
Okay.
wheel to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the white bit.
But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies
Alright.
and of being
Okay.
deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear
Yes.
publicly.
Yes.
However,
No
former
interference.
Home Secretary
Interference
It's
list.
going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert
I'm
at the
so
end of the
cool.
segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the
Okay.
clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons
Gotcha.
over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first last one and a first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want.
Gotcha.
I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
6.
Hear the co-leader's acceptance speech.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
Did I do it?
Back, everybody. Jeremy,
Do I win?
I need you to fill after the acts.
What? Why?
Wanker
Shut up.
Snatch is running late.
Oh.
I thought I'd ask him about
Wanker
the election.
snatch.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you. I thought that was our little secret.
These guys are
Doesn't
funny.
remember anything I tell him.
Jeremy's
I'm
my
deeply
favorite news
uncomfortable with your
anchor.
burgeoning friendship.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Neil's deals are unreal.
Wicked. We made it to the first act.
I want to hear about Neil's deal. Shut the fuck up, Dave.
Trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multi-cam sequence because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras
that's
to keep
fine.
things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking.
Gotcha.
2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long, 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience will see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine.
There's so much text on the screen.
You've seen programs on television, haven't you?
No,
Make it look like those.
I've never watched
Might as well get
programs on
screen one
television.
selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Yeah, dude.
Crazy Neil's got crazy deals.
Crazy Neil's got crazy deal.
We can do you a toilet. We can do you a toilet next to a chair. We can do you a chair next to a toilet. Hell, we can even
chair
do you
next to a toilet.
chair.
A toilet chair?
Wiggle your ass. We've got it. You want it. You want it. We've got it. You want it. You pay us. You want it. We've got it. You want it.
You pay us, you want it, we've got it. You pay us, you want it, we got it. You want it, you pay us, we got it.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News.
Did I say that?
Later
Did I
we'll be
say
hearing
what?
From shock election winners advance.
Wanker
But first,
snatch.
Ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
No, she said
He's
that.
here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy.
Fuck.
Megan Wolf,
Shit,
the
shit,
correspondent,
shit.
And today we have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go
the
to Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his
Joined
name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming
Shit.
Oh my dear, I do.
Dude, I
not
suck.
believe in that. That being with you today is a long.
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
on. May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Okay.
This movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated. Yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the wrap, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
Under
I
twat.
worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, "What a wild ride this has been." And you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
Do they like this?
What
Okay.
exactly are you implying?
They do.
But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man.
Bullet
You'll
Man?
remember that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but obviously, who's counting?
It's
Literally.
a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
I imagine.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer.
No.
Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, giving, suffering for one's audience.
I'm scared. I don't know.
I suppose in the
I'm
end,
thinking
I
a
do
lot.
it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire, the little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed, historic is the word. Well, difficult, isn't it? Very difficult.
Bad
But,
reaction. They didn't like
I
the
think
reaction shot.
I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, that one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore.
Uh,
well, don't worry.
I got
he'll
it.
do again.
I got it.
He did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain
I
how
got
to do
it.
the swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens
I did
next
it.
week
Right,
around
they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
exciting stuff. Let's take a look.
Okay, fuck.
Looks like Blunderclatch is losing it in the studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference.
I want to
coming.
hear him
It's
lose
a
it.
bit trickier this time, mate. Use that little flashing joystick to the left of the knob, or hold down the
flashing
middle mouse
joystick.
or Alt on your keyboard, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by dragging right.
Yeah.
You think I don't know that?
Now we're going to squash the frequency back by dragging left.
That's how it works.
We mustn't think of Carol.
That's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
What the fuck, Miss Flanagan? Call him Dr.
Jubbly,
Lance.
mate.
For you, baby.
Next, we're going to change the amplitude. Same as last time.
What if we don't?
Little
What if we
joystick
didn't? What
or
if we
hold
didn't?
Alt or
What if we
middle mouse,
didn't?
and this time, push upwards.
You told me, but I didn't listen. Drowning, Lance, you said.
Need to see this.
Now let's match it back by going downwards.
I don't know. How? Help!
The sterility. This
Ah!
this form there, this is the key.
Stop it all.
Bloody perfect,
This shit
mate.
sucks. Okay.
We have to ask ourselves.
Shit.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad.
Okay.
Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
Yeah, dude. 2, 1, go.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear
I did it.
words.
I bleeped
As you
them.
probably noticed, the broadcast screen here is about 2 seconds behind the master screen here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and
So
you need
true.
to hold down the bleep button or the space bar on your
I got a
keyboard
B. That's not
as
even
long
bad,
as the swear
honestly.
word
Oh, I can
lasts.
use space
It
immediately.
can take a bit of practice getting used to
Sick.
hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice.
I think I got it,
Try and
man.
help you
I don't
through it.
think
Soon
censoring
we'll
is gonna be the
bleep it like a
problem
pro.
for me.
Remember, button
It's gonna be
lights
these
up,
little
count
fuckers.
1,
These little
2,
idiots.
and
I'm
hold
pretty sure
button.
that's everyone who plays this game's biggest problem.
More than 2 areas of
Honestly.
outstanding natural interest.
Wow.
Isn't it
Whoa.
time your fam-
My frame
Remember
rate
to select
sucks.
screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live.
What's good with
That's
that?
too late. You can
Hold on. Have my frames been shitting this entire time? Should I, like, decrease the graphic quality or something? What does that mean? Shadow resolution? We can go low. I don't need shadows. Apply changes. Will this make it better?
use the number buttons on your keyboard. 1 to 4.
Nope. Not at
Seriously,
all.
We've had worse.
Damn.
5, 4,
Okay.
3.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advanced
I mean, it's
Headquarters,
decent, I
where the
guess.
two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
They are.
Cut to the outside broadcast. Oh
Go
shit,
for it,
he's
Pat.
pissed. Get ready to bleed.
Okay.
thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do
They
it.
certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying,
Shut up.
southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people, you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than a granny's fanny.
Memorably put.
Nailed it.
But to be
I'm
honest,
so good
who
at
can
this.
blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating.
Okay.
They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbook.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know the sort of probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated community.
For sure.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or
Confused
creative
about what's
accounting.
going on.
A simpler,
I'm editing the
fairer,
news.
unavoidable set of taxes.
So all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them
But
back?
give me my passport back.
You want to leave
the fuck,
like you
Peter?
threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise
The what?
billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats,
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs.
Okay.
The people whose children you raise.
so they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends
Okay.
today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I fucked it
We want
up.
the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
Oh, come on.
I can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
It's so hard to edit and censor at the same time, man.
Interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And pretty language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out. For you
Most
in
of
time.
it. Most
If
of it,
not,
man.
Someone's going to be in trouble.
I get it.
Someone's gonna
I get it.
So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Dawson. Have a peaceful night.
Right, looks like you've got it now.
Okay.
Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming
Dave.
back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
What, Dave?
Boring politics, then.
Dave?
This is some weird fever dream. Am I dying now or something?
Is he
You
dying?
should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Try not to get murdered.
Program's finished. You'll get a broadcast.
That was pretty. Okay. A plus. Fuck yeah. Dave's Apprentice. I got an achievement.
Remember, grades mean bonuses.
Gotcha.
And they keep the boss happy.
Keep the boss
If you want to
happy.
know more about how it went, select more info. If not, select continue to move to the next page.
No, I got you.
Right, this is the important page. It tells you how much you're
Broke
getting
ass
paid and
poor.
how much wealth you have overall. That bollocks at the bottom shows you the financial state of our main advertisers. But you don't own any fucking shares. You're a cleaner, for God's sake, so why would you care?
I'm an editor, first of all.
This is the last page, and it tells you
Mm-hmm.
Tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you.
Okay.
In other words, what the boss thinks.
The boss likes me.
Alright, mate. Welcome to the archive.
Sick.
This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public.
I know.
There's 3 sections. Broadcast, rushes, and adverts. Let's start with broadcast. Click on it now.
What if I don't?
Over on the left, that's all the broadcasts that you've done. Click on any one of them and hit load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
Load tape.
In a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's national nightly news. But before that, let's
take a look at what's coming up later on tonight on Channel 1 at 7 o'clock. For the National Nightly News.
Sorry, I guess I should be like saying words or something. I don't really have anything to say about Chipmunk Journey.
Click on rushes and let's have a look at those. Right, this is the rushes room. It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. Select the broadcast and give it a go. When you're done listening to the backstage secrets, hit back.
Okay.
These aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
But this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
Oh no, I think they think you won't have anything to say.
I want to see him go apeshit.
My contract.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off! You're on thin bloody ice, Rob. Whole wheat, man. Whole wheat.
That's a bagel.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly.
Cool. Alright. Is this just editing and censor game then? No. I am the editor, but it's not just editing and censoring. Like, you control the camera angles, the shots. So up here in the corner, I control which shots it goes on. You have your main screen and your broadcast screen. I have to plug in the adverts and play them when it's time. I have to deal with this wave thing that's over here. Later on, I'll have to manage, like, fans and shit. And eventually, this middle section of the screen does become useful. But, you know, day 3 is not, the time where it matters the most. You arrive home to find post on the mat, most being nothing more than the usual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Curiosity gets the better of you, and you open it. It's a form from the new advanced government asking for information on all citizens. The first page is filled in already. Your name, Alex Winston. Your spouse, Sam Winston. Your children, Charles Winston, 14, and Susie Winston, 19. Well, you muse. At least they got the basics right. The rest of the questions are left for you to complete. They appear to be mandatory. Question 1. Upon starting a new job, you would be friendly and introduce yourself to your new coworkers. Be productive and get to work immediately. Ease yourself in and orientate with your new workplace. Reminisce with friends about old jobs. Be friendly and introduce myself to my coworkers. A colleague in a different department has confided in you that they've been taking home confidential information. Now, a file of minor importance has gone missing. You would help your colleague cover up their violation. Recommend that your colleague reports it. Promise your colleague that you won't tell anyone. Report the violation to your supervisor immediately. I'm gonna recommend that they report it. Question 3. An entire department was fired today for consistent underperformance. Your boss has put in place new targets that are significantly higher than the previous ones. You would leave work on time, stay late to ensure you hit the first deadline, leave work early, head to the pub and chat about the changes with colleagues, leave work early and head home to see your family. I'm leaving on time. I'll do my job. It's the annual company barbecue, and you and your family have been invited. You are looking forward to enjoying a nice day out with friends and family. are washing your hair that day. Go if you're free but won't mind missing it. Have been practicing with your coworkers and think you'll win the talent contest this year. Go if I'm free, I guess. You've had a long, successful career and are now about to retire. In your speech, you list your achievements and all the good memories you have of working there. Give an honest review of the pros and cons of the company. Focus on issues and challenges you faced while working there. Refuse to attend. Honest review. In your spare time, you like to relax alone, doing things like listening to music or making models, attend political rallies to stand up for what you believe in, encourage and support your children with their hobbies, play in your local sports team. Lol, we done? No, dude. This is just the fucking beginning. I like to encourage and support my children with their hobbies. Your ideal holiday getaway would be surrounded by natural beauty, getting away from the strain of the daily grind, exploring somewhere unfamiliar and discovering new experiences and challenges, a structured day out at a theme park bursting with thrills and attractions for you and your family, a romantic getaway with your partner to a tropical island paradise. Somewhere unfamiliar. You're a puppet according to the image I just saw. I mean, yeah. It is most important that the government keeps people free. Thank you for your cooperation. Advance knows your time is valuable, and we appreciate your help in leading the nation to a brighter future. Sign your name. Alex. Day 6. A family matter. It's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're just drying up your favorite coffee cup, a worn-out souvenir of your first trip together. The print's faded, but the goofy face still makes you smile. A knock on the window brings you back to reality. There in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon green suitcase, is Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let them in, they sit at the kitchen table, visibly stressed. Chris takes a deep breath. I'm so sorry for bursting in so late, Alex, Chris stammers. But I need a favor, and you're the only one I can ask. No problem. What's going on? You okay? Should I go get Sam? We'll go for that. No need to worry, Sam. It's you I came to see. I just need 2 minutes. You heard about the Assets and Wealth Act? I literally work in news, Chris. Chris' fist bangs the table. It's total bullshit! They're taking whatever they want and distributing it as they see fit. No government should have that kind of power. I can't believe they're actually getting away with it. Madness. Which is why I need your help. What exactly is it you need? Chris's eyes seem to be resting comfortably on the floor tiles. Look, I know it's a lot to ask, but I need to borrow your passport. My passport? What for? They've taken mine in half the bloody countries, but people always say you and I look similar, so... Chris is pacing now. I need to leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe, but I need to go now before they freeze my accounts. Please, Alex, I wouldn't ask if I had any other choice. Oh, what do we want to do? Should we give him the passport? Should we let him borrow the passport? It's illegal. He's rich. He's a rich guy. I kind of don't want to give it to him, but also it will create tensions in the family. I'll be nice. I'll be nice. It's upstairs in the safe. You climb the stairs to your bedroom, careful not to wake Sam, who is cocooned in the duvet as usual. You open the wardrobe, unlock the safe, and retrieve the passport. A sleepy voice breaks the silence. Alex? What's going on? I mean, shit, I'll just tell her. I'll just tell them. Chris is downstairs. They're leaving the country. They need my passport. Sam sits bolt upright. All thoughts of sleep gone. What? They're leaving the country? Are things really that bad? Apparently, but they'll be fine if they can leave. According to Chris, but I'm not so sure. I don't know if I really want to give up my passport. This must be tearing Sam apart. Their family has always been close. You know what I would do, Sam says finally. But it's not my passport. I can't ask you to give it up. I'm gonna do it. I'll commit. You're right. I'll do it. Family comes first. You close the safe and head back downstairs to find Chris at the table fidgeting. They jump up as soon as you re-enter the kitchen. So, have you got it? Yeah. Good luck with everything, then. Family loyalties. For the first time, Chris smiles. It's infectious. Thanks. I really appreciate this. I'll get back in touch once I'm safely out of the country. Chris takes the passport and, breathing a sigh of relief, grabs the nigh on fluorescent suitcase and heads out into the night. You head to bed, hoping you can prise some of the duvet away from Sam without waking him. Hell yeah, story! I love when my news has story. I love when my not for broadcast is not for broadcast. I wish my frame rate would be fucking better. I don't know. Well, I don't know what I can do about it. Mostly. It's just kind of shitty. Why is this so far behind? Whatever, it's fine. Maybe I can mess with the settings a little bit more. Because I like it's running smoothly on my screen. It's just kind of choppy on the actual stream, which is annoying, but, you know. Day 8. The Fallout. Fucking hello? Uh-huh.
Get so I can get back to my guests. First of all, let's get the power on. You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on. Right, let's load up the adverts.
Okay.
You might want to have a bit of a think about it. Your decisions have consequences.
Let's throw Alan James in here. An elegant, with a porky little twist? Yeah. Crazy Neil. I like Crazy Neil's Crazy Deals. I think I have to play this. But what if I don't?
You can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again, and the Vision Mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom of the Vision Mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them.
Yeah.
And they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen
Okay.
here, or image B on the right bottom screen here. It's really simple.
Okay.
This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision.
Gotcha.
Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice.
Okay.
I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you
Oh, there's
choose
people
to
in
show
the
these
office.
people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive
Somebody just
them.
walked by the
That's
window.
gonna affect
I've
their
never
lives.
noticed that before.
So, like with the
I've never
adverts,
looked for it.
choose carefully.
You know.
And we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next
No, you
break.
won't.
Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
No, you won't, Dave.
Janet says theirs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon.
10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going at 5, 4.
Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
He's Jeremy
On the
Donaldson.
headlines tonight, Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly
Make them look evil.
Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future may hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the country's wealth creators in a state of panic and unfavorable rumblings already heard from overseas, I'll be asking my guests whether Advance can deliver on even a fraction of their manifesto promises. Out with the old Remington's Fist.
Remington's Fist.
Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the
Firebrand?
youngest female CEO.
I've never heard anyone say that.
Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university and graduated with the highest honors.
Did she now?
Immediately being asked back to lecture.
Look at that.
The markets have responded favorably to Sophia's appointment.
Look at that.
The stock's rising 30 points
Fist.
in light of the announcement. In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehugs.
Oh.
Sophia
Oh, she made
promised
Mr.
to
Snugglehugs.
but concerns
Yeah.
have been raised about
We're not
her
doing Mr.
safety.
Snugglehugs. That shit's
Making a
hard.
splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborgen-Horgensfield
Swarsborgen-Horgensfield.
to explore Dante's taint.
We'll make
The
'em a
recently
team.
discovered cave system was previously thought
No reason
unreachable,
not to.
but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully
Underwater
reach the
floored
imposing central
technology,
cavern
he
and the
says.
undiscovered plant species.
Floored!
This is,
Fuck, I love floored!
the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face, the pair stated, "We will face the plentiful challenges together, like we always have."
Okay.
Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsley is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while out
This one's
celebrating
kinda
being
funny.
named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very program. And judging from the angle and velocity of that spray, it looks like Johnny may have been celebrating a little bit too much. I certainly wouldn't want to be his dry cleaner.
I mean,
Grievous
obviously
bodily
it's not
charge.
gonna get on his
With advance
clothes.
promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more powers passing to the police and less oversight, are we using an advanced shaped sledgehammer to crack a nut?
An advanced
Or perhaps a
shaped
mega ball
sledge.
with young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand.
That's
They'll be
screen
talking
3.
and
Okay.
performing later. That's all coming up
Gotcha.
on tonight's National
2,
Nightly News.
1, go. Alright. Oh, don't. What if you didn't? 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 Please. I love working for the news! Okay. I'm so stressed. Boom.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy.
I didn't mean
Still
to do that,
bastard slaves,
but
we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable.
Gotcha.
So they're changing things up.
There I agree with you.
Oh?
They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Okay.
Grand plan, Alan.
It's all in my book.
Alan James is right.
Jeremy. We're to become the great herd. Ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book.
Alan James is right.
Shamelessly self-promoting. Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully.
I hope
Advance are
they're
the most
not.
disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what
this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons.
They're
that
so
can
upset
level
when I try to
entire
stay on the
cities.
people who
We're
were
talking-
talking.
Out of the wrong orifices?
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing...
Hypno brainwashing?
Then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the
This is
times.
hard.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
Based on the facts. Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Frankenscience and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to this with hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals. They're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan.
Quickly,
what
Alan.
does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
Sick.
Of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan leads some beneficial...
Should I change shots?
That's all coming
I don't want to change
tonight
shots.
on the
Should I? It's fine.
1 minute back.
Oh! I wasn't paying attention to the ad!
I hope so too, Jeremy.
Oh, shit.
Shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never heard so much shit in my life.
Well, we'll see who's full of shit, won't we?
Alan, I can explain it to you, but unfortunately, I can't understand it at all.
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
Shut up, Dave. Okay, bye, Dave.
If that sticks, I'll just...
5, 4, 3.
Oh.
Welcome back.
To the
In our
National
second
Nightly
segment, we're going to be
News.
taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already
Stop!
announced what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list.
Shit.
Tonight,
How do
we
I-
go behind the headlines.
how do-
to
shit.
meet the people who live with the
How do I
criminal
stretch it?
justice system
Fuck!
every day of their lives. First up, we have Beverly,
Help!
a
Help!
lawyer who sees the
Shut!
problems closer
Shut the!
than the
Shut the fuck up! I'm working on it! Ah! Okay, so like, okay. Can I do it again? Where does this take me? If at first you don't overachieve. That's a funny it's a funny achievement. Dude, it's hard, okay? It's not an intuitive system. Whatever. The directions don't make sense in my head. Basically, is what I'm saying. Is the directions don't make any sense in my head. But like, it's whatever. It's fucking whatever. I don't... What? Do I start over? Okay, no, I don't. Okay. It's fine. It's literally fine. It's literally fine. I will do better this time. Sexy ad for the W. What does that even mean, Jules? What the fuck does that mean, Jules? What are you saying?
Shut up and away, that's all I can do.
10 seconds, everybody.
Okay. Okay.
If that sticks, I'll just...
5, 4,
4.
3.
Alright.
Welcome back.
To the
In our
National
second
Nightly
segment,
News.
we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order
Okay.
in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight,
Which,
we go
how,
behind the
how,
headlines
fuck,
to meet
how,
the people who
fuck!
live with the criminal justice
Ah!
system
I can't save it if I fuck it up immediately. It's confusing in my brain. Okay? Also, I should probably scream a little bit less, I guess. Neighbors are gonna get concerned. Fellas, I'm doing my best, I promise. I'm doing my absolute best. I won't restart it again. I won't. I might. I won't. I might. Chaos just ensues. Abso-fucking-lutely. This time I will be better. I have to go to the right. I have to go to the right. I have to go to the right, not the left. Fuck the left. Only the right. Go to the right. Okay. I got it. I got it. I got it. It's fine. It's literally fine. It's literally not a problem.
Bullshit, you will. She's good. You know she is.
That was weird. I don't know if anyone was paying attention. That was fucking odd. Okay.
5, 4,
Okay.
3.
Okay. 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 Okay.
Welcome back. In our second
Okay.
segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country.
Law of order in our country.
Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list.
How? What?
Tonight,
How?
we go
What?
behind the headlines.
How?
To meet
What?
the people who live
How?
in the criminal justice
What?
system every day of their
What?
lives. First up,
What?
we have Gregory Judge.
How is that okay?
What's up on the front line?
What?
Can you hear me, Gregory?
All right, dude.
Yes,
Shit.
I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the
Oh
front line
boy,
of the hard
I forgot I have
fight
to
for
edit the
land
news.
justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. We need change at a
Live
structural
Jeremy
level.
reaction.
Leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on.
Do you guys want me to show Jeremy?
Nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes.
I don't know what you want.
Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation.
Why do they hate that?
Pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us.
All right.
Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective
I'm off
on
work
our
for
nation's crime.
a couple days, so
Do you think there's a problem with
I might
the system,
stream.
Bob?
I'm sure
We'll
we
see.
all do, Jeremy.
I might just
I'm
sleep.
Sure we all long for a return to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows
way do I
and
fucking go?
generally
Which way do I
enjoying
fucking
your
go?
neighbours
Which way do I
without the
fucking
risk
go?
of
Which
being
way do I-
terrorised by some
Fuck!
thunder of the night.
Fuck! 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 Shit! I don't know how to fix it! What do I do?
Simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay.
It's hard! Alright. The line, it's not, I don't... It's fine. It's literally fine. It's literally fine. Maybe I'll have to get good at this off stream. Maybe that's the move. Day 8, the Fallout. Fuck. Okay, bye, Dave.
I'm just saying I'll do what I can, that's all.
Bullshit, you will. She's good. You know she is.
I've said I put a word in.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
Fuck.
10
Okay.
seconds, everybody.
Fuck. Okay. This time, I win.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for
Yes, I've got
What's it
you,
like on the front
Jeremy.
line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed
Die?
in this country.
What?
We're working every
That's
hour
fucked
we can
up,
just
Jules.
to try and cope with the caseloads on our desk.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. What are you doing? We need change at a structural level,
I'm
Jeremy.
leaving, Greg.
Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
Just hang on. No, the problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide.
I'm just gonna stay on him.
Give me 5 minutes. I'm talking
I
to Jeremy
think.
Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned
Because they're
your
into
affairs?
it. My arrow's up.
The affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there.
All right.
Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us.
Okay. This is one of my favorite bits.
A man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem with the system, Bob?
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I am sure we all long for a return
Okay.
to the days when you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife or cosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay.
Moral
We've diluted
decay?
our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also,
Shit.
in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute
What?
this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus clearly states... Oh, bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, your bloody gimps escaped. Delia?
Shit.
Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Delia, I really could use little help with this.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in the box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday.
Clive!
Back in your gimp space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent, good, white people of
Darling,
this...
where's the paddle?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Oh, Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty, naughty, naughty boy. Mummy said...
I'm not having this again.
Mummy said, get back in your gimp space. No!
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Everyone has a story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she
My
takes
God.
the pills and hides under the stairs like a normal.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking
Oh.
down the police's position on morality.
That shit's so funny.
And finally tonight,
Titwag Tony!
it's time to get to the heart of the matter.
It's time.
Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing a SWAT. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Titwank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine. And obviously, titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank Tony! I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez. I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris.
Oi, oi.
Chris.
Oi, oi.
And Vampire Chris.
Vampire Chris.
One sec, love. Shit, ain't Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. Just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this guy?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh. Not now, fellas. I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
The little boy.
Oh, I can't really hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here. Jesus.
Yes, we seem to be losing the signal here, Tony.
Fucking way, let's police that!
No, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes, Tony? Tony, I mean, we were literally away for 2 seconds. How has this happened, Tony? Can you hear me? Lost our train of thought there a little. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to glean a broader understanding of the serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians.
Okay.
Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
I did it! Okay, fuck! Dude! Oh! The interferences are fucking me up, dude. The interference is so hard to manage. What's he talking about? Dancing? Alright. I mean, is anybody gonna, like... Don't.
I'm sure he's on his way. Come on, it's welcome back. How hard can it be?
This is on you.
10 seconds, everybody. We're gonna open on Megan.
Okay.
Count 2.
Gotcha.
Going in 5, 4.
Opening on Megan.
3.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan
Welcome's
Wolf,
Black.
and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one. Only joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey,
Shooting the
let's actually do
breeze.
something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Oh, right, yes, but you're the maths teacher,
Shit,
aren't you?
shit,
Yes, that's
shit!
me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history. Aristotle believed. I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like these attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences, and they touch us right back.
Tell them to
I
stop
suppose with a
touching you.
surname like algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring
Yes.
joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like
Freaks.
a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Thank you,
Put it in,
Steve.
coach. Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little
Shit.
chat with your teacher while you run off
It's
and
fine.
get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way.
Okay, what is that? Camera 3, camera 3. 1, no. 3.
So, Jeff, when did
2
you
and 3,
first
2 and 3.
hear about the grant?
2 days ago, a letter from Advance.
What?
arrived.
What did I do?
The headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
Wow, how did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course. And
Sorry.
mainly,
I mean to do that.
But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go at this whole democracy thing.
Too long on the shot.
Okay.
My
And here
bad.
we well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant.
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Tears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Alone. Dreading what might be around every corner. What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner?
What? Ah!
Oh, hi Gary. Oh heavens no!
What are you?
It's
What?
Gary the Fist. Gary the Fist.
Going somewhere, little first year?
Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning, but will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Violent father.
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Keep going, for fuck's sake.
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money.
Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? Oh, my arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going.
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist, and you're just a sad little girl with two gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my two new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Why do you say that so gaily?
I can't fight all three of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face.
Okay. Pop off.
I could be you.
Stop! Fuck you!
And you could be me.
I was already on that shot.
Life can be cheeky. If you work as a team.
It's my choice to be mean.
Alright, my bad.
So stop now, make a different choice.
What do you mean?
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your cool lads. I'm a mother loving rebel,
Okay.
but I still love maths.
Yeah. Math. Yeah. I'm so glad I've heard this song before. I was already on the screen. Fuck you.
Kids, I'm Gary the Fist. People think folks like me probably shouldn't exist. But that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if
Yeah.
I knew the way that I became
Gary the Fist.
I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great.
Okay.
Dad used to come home
Spit your shit, Gary.
late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner. He had to
Fuck.
wait. Where's my dinner?
I-
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner, woman? Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. Life's pretty hard on a council
Okay.
estate. Life's pretty hard on a council estate.
Life's pretty hard on a council estate. Yeah, it is. Fuck. Okay. Shit. Okay. Just work as a team. It's his choice, so stop now. Yay! Perfect! Oh, let's fucking go! That wasn't even on purpose!
Yes! For all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Johnson. Have a peaceful night.
And
Woo!
Oh, that was.
I felt like a good. I felt like a good broadcast. I think I did. I think I fucked it in a good way.
But it doesn't make it so.
I have a similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
Oh, someone please get these twats out of my studio.
A+, let's go! And I unlocked the telethon. What'd I get? Foresight? What is that achievement? I wanna see it. Don't play the Mr. Snugglehuck's advert. Broke ass poor. Alright. Advance is down. The channel loves me. Okay. This is good. Is this streaming? Is this content? I hope so. That's my remix of the Not For Broadcast loading screen song. Yep. No further. I don't have anything else to say about that, honestly. Are you enjoying the game, chat? Is it fun? Is it fun for you? Is it fun to look at? Is it entertaining to hear me scream, you know? What are the vibes? Cause like, I'm into this game. This is a good time. It's a good time for me. Why is this so behind? Okay. Day 15. Burger King foot lettuce. You get to the theater slightly early and Sam's already there, waiting, dressed to the nines. You smile widely as you join hands and take your seats in the private box. You certainly could get used to this. The tickets arrived on your doormat on Monday with a typed thank you from Chris. You'll get your passport back soon enough, apparently. The show isn't to your usual taste, a pretentious opera in a language you know for a fact Chris doesn't speak either. Still, the complimentary drink's sure to go down smooth. When the show finally ends, how many bows do these people need? You stand in line to get your coats, and Sam has you in creases with a hilarious impression of the conductor, arms flailing wildly. Don't disrespect conductors like that, fuck you. The couple in front of you were talking about the relocation of people who couldn't pay their new tax bills. It sounds awful. Sam smiles gratefully at you as you both think of Chris, safe and sound. When you get home, you're still laughing as Sam heads upstairs to shower before bed. You notice your 14-year-old son isn't home, and there's a note on the kitchen table in his almost illegible scrawl. It says he's at a friend's house. He'll be home soon. It's one night. He's got to start taking responsibility for his own decisions sometimes. What's the worst that could happen? Should I have got him? A call from school. Your family answering machine crackles to life. Who would be calling while you and your spouse were at work? Good afternoon. This is a message for the Winston family. It's Miss Smith calling regarding your son Charles. The tinny old woman goes on. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for it, but he wasn't in school today and we hadn't heard from you that he would be absent. I'd like to remind you that we do require all absences to be authorized in advance or in exceptional circumstances for parents to ring first thing in the morning. Please see to it that it doesn't happen again. Thank you. Goodbye. Charlie? Charlie, why are you skipping class? We gotta talk about this, buddy. A gentle reminder. You're leafing through a pile of accumulated posts. Each new bill pulls on your gut like a lead weight until a flash of blue makes you pause. Recognizing the teal advance logo on the envelope, you tear it open. Dear Winston residents, this is your second reminder letter regarding the Assets and Wealth Redemption Scheme. Please submit your passports to your nearest government office as soon as possible in order to register for the scheme. You cannot receive your share of the national rebate without submitting these documents. You knew there would be consequences, but that doesn't make it any easier. We work as a team and we are rewarded as a team. Forged together. Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Chris is safe, that's all that matters. You hope. Can we talk about my son, please? Why is he not in school? A tight Christmas? Oh yeah, we are broke ass poor. We are broke ass poor. You can't help but crack a smile as you look around the table. The snow has settled on the grass outside, the kids are pulling a cracker, while your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. You always did have a soft spot for Christmas. You're sitting at the head of the table now, your dad's place. Across from you is Chris's empty seat, probably on a tropical beach somewhere, you think. You catch Sam's eye, who breaks into a smile, clearly thinking the same thing. Even without Chris, the food has to be stretched a little thinner this year, but no one seems to notice. Christmas really can be a wonderful time of year. You look around the room at your family. Let's make a toast. Make a toast. You stand and raise your glass. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm glad we're all here. Well, most of us. There are murmurs of cheers and clinking of glasses. Your daughter, Susie, sees the opportunity to corner you. You know how you love me? You raise a questioning eyebrow. I'm not going to like this, am I? You joke. You know me and my friends are planning on going traveling this year? Susie begins innocently. Well, I was hoping you'd help me out with the money. I frown. You sigh and Susie's face drops immediately. You know money's tight at the moment, Suze, especially now Grandma's staying here. You hate having to say no to the kids. Just how much are we talking here? Only a few hundred, she mumbles as she pushes a stray pea around her plate. It takes great effort on you not to spit your mulled wine across the table onto your elderly mother. I know it's a lot, darling, Sam interjects, but trains are expensive. This is a good opportunity for her, and I did already say she could go. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Happy holidays. Susie's grin stretches from ear to ear. You mean it? That's so great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The mood soars, and Sam puts on a paper hat on your head, and Charlie takes pleasure in reading everyone's god-awful cracker jokes. The room is filled with voices and laughter. Looking around at your grinning family, your mother whispers, your father would be so pleased. You dab your eye with your napkin. You feel very lucky. Fuck, Susie. We are broke-ass poor, bitch. Where do you think... Who do you think is making the money? Certainly not me. Why does the zip on this damn case never close? It's your anniversary. Every year you and Sam go away for the weekend, usually camping. You're not made of money. You've been looking forward to it for ages, finally getting some time alone together where you can forget about the noise of life. No kids, no work, just a bit of romance and some peace and quiet. The zip finally gives up the battle and you drag the bulging suitcase down the stairs. The answering machine is blinking on the hall table. Good evening, Alex. This is Mr. Bozeman. I'm calling to inform you that you will be required to work this weekend. Your heart sinks. Some information has come to light concerning the rising tensions between our nation and foreign powers, and the National Nightly News Team will be working around the clock to ensure we break the story first. Needless to say, I will expect your attendance tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. sharp. Have a pleasant evening, Alex. Shock turns to annoyance and then fury. What are you going to tell Sam? Sam comes downstairs, brimming with excitement, kissing you. They grab the car keys from the dish and start to load your bags into work. Ignore the message you need this weekend. I'll probably lied profusely, so that you're probably going to Bozeman's temporary lit. Fuck you, Bozeman! Message deleted. What was that? Comes a voice from behind you. Nothing important, you reply as you put on your coat, adrenaline coursing through your body. Grabbing Sam round the waist, you practically slam the front door. You might as well try to enjoy your time off. You're gonna pay for it on Monday. Oh yeah, I am. Fuck you, Bozeman. I want a vacation with my spouse. An unwelcome return. When you get to work Monday morning, you get some sour looks from your exhausted colleagues. And note 6 waiting for you. The immaculate script is blood red. I am very disappointed, Winston. Was it worth it? Yeah, man. I think it was. I think you gotta take time off from work. This isn't even my job, you know? A permission slip. Your son Charlie hovers at your elbow as you read. Do you find yourself striving to achieve? Are you an active member of the team? Do you like reaping the benefits of cooperation? Join the advanced go-getters today. Forwards together. This doesn't sound like the youth club he told you about. Charlie grabs the flyer from you and thrusts a form into your hand. So I can walk there straight from school and Ben's sister can drop us home after, so you won't have to do anything. Yeah, sure, fuck it. Little government boy. Your son is thrilled. It's heartwarming to see him so passionate about becoming a part of the community. This can only be a good thing. Clueless. He has no idea. A free ticket. Some guys at work gave this to me. They can't go. Sam's in front of you. What? Sam stands in front of you brandishing 2 tickets. You see the title in bold letters. Alan James is right in front of you. I'm really unsure. What do you think? Shall we go? Yeah, free tickets. Free tickets. The show is entertaining, but much less funny than you thought. He's a powerful public speaker, and something about it sticks in your mind. Lying in bed that night, wide awake, long after Sam's breathing turns heavy, it hits you. It was the crowd. Not laughing, but roaring. Middle of the road. A profitable partnership. After a particularly long day at work, you come home to find the posts sorted into piles, as Sam has taken to doing recently. Most of the usual rubbish Jules, I think you're like super fucking far behind. So go ahead and once you hear this for me, hit the refresh button one time. Because I'm just now getting these anniversary messages, and I can only imagine you sent those like a while ago. Okay. You come home to find the post sorted into piles as Sam has taken to doing recently. Most of it's the usual rubbish, but a letter with the increasingly familiar advanced logo and urgent, respond immediately, plastered on the front is in a correspondingly urgent red font grabs your attention. Best to get it over with. Dear Winston residents, this letter is to inform you that the advanced government has taken another step forwards in our fight for equality by nationalizing the largest private corporations and redistributing their resources among citizens for this great country. The Partnership Bonds program ensures that wealth created by the people is delivered to the people. You don't remember this being in the manifesto? Every household will become a partner in one of 3 carefully selected institutions chosen by Advance for consistent high performance and financial security. Please note, all returns are based on public opinion and cannot be guaranteed. Please select one of the following. Yob! Eye of the Beholder Incorporated. Whether it's cosmetics, clothing, or couture, we see the beauty in all our customers. Neil's Deals Limited. It's always a steal from Crazy Neil. Pleasure Corp. Our business is your pleasure, from sport to travel or even just some you time. You can't say pleasure without leisure. I want to be Neil's Deals. Thank you for making your selection. Please return this form using the envelope provided, and you will receive a report from your partnership in 3 to 6 working months. It seems even Advance can't defeat the quagmire of governmental bureaucracy. This game loves using big words. The future of this nation is in partnership. Forwards together. Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Just how much influence could you have? Time. God damn. Okay. I'm gonna hit a little BRB before we get into this next segment of broadcasting because it's like weirdly cold. So I'm gonna go put on a jacket. I'll throw it in just chatting, sip some water, and then we'll get right back into it. because I mean, fuck it, you know. I don't think I'm gonna finish a run today, but I might. But I don't think I am, because it's like a decently long game. It'd be like a cool 4 hours at least. It's like 4 to 6 for the whole campaign, you know, depending on how much time I spend lollygagging. So I don't think I'm gonna finish an entire run tonight. But if I'll finish the first run. Oh, I am. I just got that message. Yeah. So probably refresh. Fucking what, Dave? Oh, it's Bozeman. Hi, Bozeman.
While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it.
What if I don't want to?
Free choice for the other two, so read those tape labels carefully.
Hello, I sent this at 4:36 p.m. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Right, that's the lot.
Check your prostate. Check your prostate. It's really important.
Oh, how's it going with Steve?
He said it's required, I guess, so I'll do it.
Apparently he has a complicated relationship with his fish.
Don't need the fan. Fuck the fan. Okay. Wamp. Wamp. Wamp, 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 wamp. Ba. Let me turn this on. I think you're good, Jules. I think life is okay. Alright. How are we liking the game so far? Is it cool? Is it good? Oh well. Alright. Let's get back into it. Let me get back in broadcaster position.
You say he chose his imaginary friend over you.
Holy shit.
It probably is a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said.
Who do you guys want to open on?
Did your personality actually
Who do you guys want to open on?
Bricks going in 5.
Who do you guys want to open on?
3.
Guys?
Good evening.
Okay.
I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories.
Uncooperative. A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight on thousands of buildings throughout the capital.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
Okay.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval ratings, could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
We shall overcome. Trapped in Dante's taint for more than a month now, Doctors Ingrid Svorsborg and Horgensvoord and David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options.
With 2 of the finest minds in science working together, hopes are still high for the eventual return of the team to dry land.
Gotcha.
While both options are still on the
Team
table,
escape?
support seems to be growing for a daring escape attempt. If a group of
They gotta get out of
cosmic
Dante's
experts
taint.
can't fix the most advanced craft ever conceived by man, then who can?
I don't know.
Avoided. As the last Mr. Snugglehogs is found and destroyed, we ask, how could we have been so blind?
Fortunately, this station wisely chose not to advertise Mr. Snugglehugs, and the subsequent disappointing sales turned out to be a miracle, as only 7 children were horribly injured by the lethal toy. How much worse could it have been? Thankfully, we'll never know.
Questions have been raised about the government's judgment, with Prime Minister Peter Clement forced to apologise this morning for seeming to endorse the self-combusting plaything in this publicity shot taken last Christmas. Let's hope his niece recovers quickly.
Fallen angel? Notorious addict Johnny Hansleeve seems to have reached a new low in his battle with booze, as this
Johnny's star certainly lacks its former glow these days, with public concern over his mental and physical health
headbutting some guy.
growing
Oh
at an
shit.
alarming rate.
Since being banned from the national squad earlier
I didn't
this
even
year
notice
after
I was on her
urinating
face.
a referee during a friendly against East Grinchley, things seem to have gone from
Imagine
bad to
urinating on
worse
a
for
referee.
Hansleeves.
Alright,
This is one
Hamsleeves.
celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sport.
And onwards and upwards. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them, Remington's Fist CEO Sophia Remington today announced a brand new product that already has the markets buzzing with interest.
This groundbreaking product came as quite a shock.
Floored Master.
Though it's critics
Floored
are
Master.
skeptical, the young CEO can fulfill her promises.
When only a flard will do, you need the Flard Master 5000. That's the slogan accompanying the announcement that has rocked
When only a
the
Flard
construction
will do,
industry
you
this
need the
morning.
Flard
The
Master
breakthrough device
5000.
for aiding in installation is sure to change the way we see the humble Flard.
The humble
With that
Flard.
exclusive Prime Ministerial interview coming up later.
And our very own Patrick Bannon live at the first annual Sports Board final.
You won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News.
Okay. Not bad at all.
But first tonight, while Advance is certainly proving popular with the majority of the country, who've seen their wealth and standards of living increase considerably, for some, the transition has not been as pleasant.
That's right, Megan. The formerly aristocratic members of our society have had to make major adjustments to come to terms with the new regime.
Robin Short is in suburbia investigating rumours that these previously privileged people may be planning some kind of protest. Robin?
Thanks, Megan.
Robin.
I'm here in moderate Hatchings to
Okay.
talk to Wentworth and Penelope Somerset Bentley, who were relocated to the house you see behind me after Advance passed the Assets and Wealth Act on their first day in office. Tell me, how are you settling into your new lives?
Well, quite frankly, Robin, we're not settling
Quite
in at all.
frankly,
Our
Robin.
neighbours are whitewatters.
It's simply untenable. I hope you'll forgive my language, but it's as steaming as a Wednesday hatch basket with too much spatting.
Steady now, Penelope. Sorry, Robin, my sister's under a lot
Sorry,
of pressure.
Robin.
She had to dress herself this morning and she still hasn't quite recovered, Robin.
My goodness, that must have been quite a shock.
She really struggles with ribbons, Robin.
Well, at least you've been rehoused in a nice big house.
Big house? This grubby little gadderspatch only has one step.
And
Gadderspatch?
the breakfast room and the dining room in the same bloody place. Imagine that, having all one's grub in one room. One room, Robin.
So, what would you say to the people that feel that your family has had it far too easy for far too long, and that these redistributions are both fair and just?
I hardly think we've had it easy for fuss's sake. Only one of our swimming pools was even heated.
But realistically, what can you do?
Well, you've asked the right bloody question, Robin.
Thank you, Wentworth. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason.
So true.
I think our toilet butler was from Swinstead. Dear George.
Your what?
Oh, I wonder what happened to him. I remember! Daddy tried to shoot him in the buttocks and he ran off into the woods.
Oh, good times.
Oh, that's probably my last happy memory, Robin.
Tragic, but what
We will
Tragic.
rise and rebel. We wage war on our revolting rulers with righteous words and rebellious writings. Our best guess in our quest for redress is to divest our breasts and an undressed bare chest protest.
Oh, what's that?
Daddy! Daddy, it's
Daddy!
something!
Please don't do that. We can't show this on the news.
Right, you buggers! Carry home! Tilly! Get the dog!
Tilly's our mummy. She's proper cracked off, too.
Cracked
At
off?
least you are showing some shame.
Free at last!
Somerset Bentley, glad to meet you. See, the protest has started already. Nice sharp work, boy.
Thanks, Daddy.
He gets that from me, you know.
Awful.
And forgive me, what are you
Terrible.
trying to achieve here?
We just want to be fudding well heard, that's all.
Language, Penelope. We are news, not rules.
Sorry, Daddy.
We want the world to realise we won't roll over and run away. We will revolt. We will rise again.
Yes, we
Mhm.
bloody well
Mhm.
will. Stuff and piff pop.
Are you okay?
Daddy, how could you?
Well, shut up and get your
Well,
mum.
Megan, as this embryonic protest movement takes one in the top legs, it's nice to you in the
get the
studio.
dog.
I'm Robin Short, struggling surreptitiously in moderate hatchings.
Thanks, Robin. Well, that's certainly a story we want to be keeping an eye on, eh, Megan?
Speak for yourself there, Jeremy, but I've seen enough shaft work to last me a lifetime.
I'm sure you have. But can a naked protest movement ever really
Okay.
catch on?
Nope, they hated
Like
it.
the way we do things
Fuck
in
you.
this country.
But as I'm sure you're aware, Jeremy, this country is becoming a very different place.
Yes, but seriously, Who's going to run around naked in our weather?
Hopefully not you, Jeremy.
Yes, well, there wouldn't be enough canvas for the slogans.
When we come back, our very own Patrick Bannon will be live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute
Was that
back.
too soon?
Sorry, I'm busting.
I keep not paying attention.
Bed and crazy cushion Easter extravaganza. We're going to give you crazy bed prices. You want just a mattress? We're going to ship them. They're water damaged. And we don't mean a little light drizzle. We mean soaking. They're taking up space. This has got the crazy feel of
Alex, Bozeman,
What?
reports in that naked protesters might try and spoil the sports board
A plus, let's fucking
Try and
go.
make sure you don't broadcast it. It's 6 p.m. for God's sake. No one wants to see fannies on the news.
I'll put fannies on the news any time of day.
Don't be lazy.
I don't give a fuck if it's 6 p.m.
You want to sleep on your lawn? We've got
If my national nightly news doesn't have tits, I don't want it.
We'll throw in the trees for free. You need a sleeping bag. We've got men's sleeping bags, boys' sleeping bags, couples' sleeping bags, sleeping bags you could sleep in upside down with just your feet out. We got beds you could sleep on your front, back, head. You got piles. We got cushions for miles. Michelangelo spent all his time on his back painting because he couldn't afford a bed. We're gonna come down on prices so hard they're gonna look flatter than an elephant in a pancake throwing competition. It's an Easter deal with Neil Appeal. You want to come down and arm wrestle me? Ah!
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wall.
Shit.
Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting new healthcare facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the finals of the new game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan. You join me live here from the final of the first annual Sports Board Championship. It's been a hotly contested competition so far. I think it's fair to say these two have been dancing around each other all season. First up, we have Eddie Striker. She's the more experienced of our two players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for her signature move, the Orangi hamster. And facing her tonight, hoping to prove himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and a divorce pending. This is the span himself, Tommy, the fingernail Harris. Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony is taking part. Still going on.
Striker go first.
Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin.
D-Robe.
Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brain. Stupid. Eddie
Alright,
Striker.
I'm ready. Ellie Striker. Sorry, I don't...
Nice start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves show. Not up to last time.
Takes a lot, you know.
On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy.
What? I don't know what I'm saying.
Using his arm to pick up the ball.
Using his arm to pick up the ball.
Not a bad shot there from Harris. Back to Striker.
What camera is it?
For shot
3.
number 3. All right. She's gone to sort of throwing under her legs. Not bad if you ask me.
Don't know why you complain. To Harris.
Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out. Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Football. Move back.
I'd say that's fair, but what do I know?
Okay.
Oh no! And
Oh!
Harris is not going to be
Oh!
able to do that.
Oh, he got it in! What the fuck?
We can only hope the round 2 treats him a bit better. But first, of course, after the argument with the ref section, it's time to change ends. Now we have the ceremonial
Changing of
the
ends.
And of course, now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense.
Obviously.
Striker giving it large.
Second round. Harris.
Winter round 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of speech on the pitch. Apologise if we broadcast any of that stuff. She appears to have slogans
What?
across her breasts and arse. Try and ignore all of that. Security, I'm sure we're going to take them out as soon as possible.
That's ass. Fuck!
That, as I said, we're going to get the situation resolved as soon as possible. They're trying to carry on play, but it's proving a bit difficult, and I'm struggling to follow. Because it's quite an eyesore, and women's body, yeah. All right, great. Okay, so back into round 2 now, and Harry's absolutely determined to close that massive gap. Eddie Striker. You know, it's just some of the tightest play I've seen ever. Harris. was that defensive thumb screw? We haven't seen that since the Heats. What a brilliant move. Back to striker. And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, the ground sound.
The ground sound.
Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket. I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical mastering display here absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there for Tommy Harris. But he is a late bloomer, of course, I've always said that. And after all, it is a game of two halves.
It is a game of two halves.
But now, of course, it's time for the half-time show. Sponsored by Remington's Fish.
On my whistle, on my whistle.
Must be some music here to start the half-time show. Okay, another posh protester loose on the court here.
Okay.
Can you apologise
Oh!
we'll do our best to shield you from having to look directly at it. Is running around here with his genitals on display for all to see. And ruining what was shaping up to be quite the dance interlude there. Now he's thrusting himself in Harris's face. Security's on it. And the bucket has been knocked over.
Ah, shit!
I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over. Hopefully he'll get taken out now. Genitals flying around for all to see.
Go away!
Really, if you ask me, not Sunday morning television. And out of there, hopefully taken away, never to be seen again.
Final poses. Oh boy, cannot be in the final pose.
What?
And a lovely finish there on both sides of the bucket. I wouldn't like to call that one. And as we head into round 3, I'd love to know what's going on in these two players' heads. But unfortunately, because of science, we can't.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Not bad. So that ball boy's giving me the eye all day. I don't know what's going on there. Striker there, not a great start. She looks a bit flustered, I think, after all that swinging around.
Yeah.
Back to Harris here. God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball. I'm all right, ladies. Tommy Harris. And it dribbled down his arm. It's actually a really good move, because, of course, if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, it's not going in the bucket. Back to striker. And striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but of course, perhaps...
And he's got a tiny bell! The crowd goes wild!
What a mug! That could have been the clincher. What a massive shame.
Harris receives possession now.
Harris to serve now. Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last 4 battles. So, here we go. Tommy Harris. That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker.
Ellie Striker.
And she's let the nerves get to her. What the hell was that?
Oh,
you hate
Striker.
to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, like...
Oh, shit!
Now. I don't know what I can be doing about this. I mean, sort of breasts and genitals for all to see. I mean, there's only so much we can do. They're
One. Fuck. 3.
Carry on, but of course it's difficult because these protesters hopefully we can get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match. What's going on here? Yes.
We want our money.
Yes, very good. Take them away. Bloody wasters. Absolute wasters. Oh, jog on!
This is the mine round.
An absolute bloody... Okay, and now we're going to go into the final round. Tuesday, the final round is a mime round.
There's so much to focus on.
Nice imaginary shot there from Harris. It really could go anywhere at this point. Really high-level play here from 2 absolute juggernauts of the sport. The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me. She's juggling it around from her hand.
I see Striker.
And she's
and
she
she ate the ball.
And now she's And she spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there, quite late on.
Illegal spit.
From a striker. But she's in it to win it.
Harris's ball.
On it, like a car bonnet. Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef.
Okay, Tommy.
And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. Not sure if he hasn't had his potassium or what's going on today with Harris. And he's throwing it, and the banana was the ball! What a fantastic move there from Harris!
Oh my God.
Unfortunately, that is the end.
Holy
what
shit.
A pathetic. There we go, Jeremy, that is over. How can he look his 8-year-old son in the face tonight? What a
How can he?
We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official.
Contestants in, please.
All right, everybody.
And the winner of the first annual Sports Board Championship is everyone!
Yeah!
Once again,
Yeah!
everyone, including me,
Yeah!
my 15th win in the Sports Board Championship. I'm going to be celebrating tonight with my wife and children. Another wonderful victory for me. Here come the on-site
Let's
security to
go.
collect their medals, their sixth and seventh respectively. And thanks again for watching the Sports Board Championships. What more is there to say? I'm Patrick.
All
Barnes.
right.
Looking forward to celebrating tonight. And all I always have to say, Jeremy, is back to you in the studio.
Patrick Bannon had an extraordinary final.
Historic sports board, Jeremy.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Oh, yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you.
When we come back, I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up.
That's coming up.
After these messages.
One
There we
minute
go.
back.
Fucking microphone shocked me.
What?
Fucking microphone just shocked me. Where's that sound guy?
Everything okay?
Sporting legend. I've got it all. 4 world championships, 2 cars,
2 cars.
a bidet,
A bidet?
an enlarged prostate gland.
Fuck yeah.
Postman again. Just heard from the chaps in maintenance.
See? Oh, I fucked it.
Some of your controls might be a bit,
I fucked that one.
Now I know you're tough and you can take the odd shock for the sake of a perfect news broadcast, but too many in quick succession can stop the old ticker. I'm sure you'll make the right decisions. Postman out.
Between you and your she-demon of an ex-wife. So what caused this big old prostate in your bum? Well, sorry, me and the doctors, we don't know.
We don't know?
As you get older, your body changes, and that's okay.
That's so real,
If
Tommy.
you're worried about your swollen bum sack, book an appointment for God's sake. Procedure is easy, it's quick, and it's not gay. I'm Tommy the Fingernail Harris. Rectums,
Check him.
5, 4, 3.
What's good?
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
Oh, please, it's just Julia and Peter.
We don't believe much in titles.
Oh!
We're delighted to be.
What?
Firstly, I should ask how you feel about graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy anyway.
But yes, it does seem that there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
You know, whingers.
People who've yet to benefit from the many advantages of the new future.
And you know, Megan, as my old mum used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
Someone's dripping on me.
But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project.
Which we no doubt will have funded.
When we want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Okay.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make, but they were being surprisingly secretive about it.
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Okay, it's not usually how it works, but...
What scares you? I mean, really scares you?
It's death. She's talking about
Pet?
death.
We're all afraid of our deaths.
I'm not
It's part
afraid of
being
my
human.
death.
Sorry, are you saying that Advance have cured death?
That'll be a vote winner. Yep, that was definitely a drop there.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary.
And much less painful and much less expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera
Oh,
there.
so yes, it's kind of cool.
When I was 13,
When I was
my mum came
13.
and got me from school. He was to go to the hospital. My granddad, he'd collapsed that morning, so we'd all to say our goodbyes. And I went in to see him. We were all frail and pale. I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me, Peter, he said, it's the right time. I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I live.
Was that the last time you saw him?
Nope, 3 days later he were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching football. He wouldn't even wait till half time.
That sounds.
It was awful. It was awful for us, and this is the point. It were awful for him.
Right.
He could see it was destroying me man, watching him slowly fade away, and he would beg her to turn off his breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't, or she wouldn't. It were a crime, you see, and she didn't want to lose the children as well as her old man.
No family should have to suffer like Peter's did.
Mhm.
And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything.
Sorry I'm not
the
saying a lot.
the legal,
It's really,
financial,
there's so many
medical, and
things to
emotional costs are all
click.
catered for and paid for by the government.
Also, I'd die
So
if I get shocked
even the
again, so,
poorest
like,
citizen gets to
definitely
pass
gotta figure that out.
dignity when they choose.
I'm sorry I stayed on the shot for too long. Jesus.
This is a service only for people who choose it. For people who feel they've run their course and don't want to burden themselves or their families with a slow, long, humiliating decline. Into
Just giving me electric shock.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I think it's from my asshole.
Are you still on the air, Peter?
Yes. Sorry. My apologies. Oh.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Sorry. I've got sacked again. Can I get a little bit of help here, please?
That the older generation might feel somewhat.
Jesus, I rolled your face, fucker. That one was massive. Right, no.
That the older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
Coerced into spending their
How?
days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable of... with a rusty twat.
Prime Minister, please watch your language.
Go get yourself sorted out.
Why is...
We're launching a government information program.
I'm sorry.
To tell your viewers everything they need to know.
You really do move at a breathless pace. It's hard to believe you've yet to be in office a year.
Oh, Megan, we're only getting started.
What?
And on that note, thank you both so much for being here. Jeremy.
Fuck, dude.
Right, yes, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to all the winners at the Sports Board Final. We'll see you tomorrow night at the same time. My name's Jeremy Donaldson.
And this has been the
have a
National
peaceful
Night
night.
News. Alright.
Good job, everybody.
Jesus. Fuck, dude. I got shocked like 5 times.
I don't suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
Well, it's my nephew, so we transitioned, but otherwise not the leak.
I can't believe I only got a C on the sports board. That's so upsetting. Selling a kidney. Oh. Crippling debt. Fuck yeah. Neil's deals are doing great, which is what I like to see as a profiter of Neil's deals. They still love me for some reason. Disrupt is up. Advance is up. Okay. I want to do another one. I want to do another one. I think this is the fever dream portion of the game, which I'm here for, honestly. Sorry. Sometimes you just gotta stretch, man. You just gotta stretch. I know I sit here and I just kind of let the words fall out, and so I'm sorry for the prolonged silence, but you know, it's my first time playing this game. There's a lot of fucking buttons to press. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best out here. To the best of my ability. Doing my best to the best of my ability. That's all you can do, man. I think what's gonna happen is I'll do another broadcast. I don't know if there's text after this broadcast. If there is, I will do it. If there isn't, then that'll be the end of my not for broadcast stream for today. But obviously it's dependent on if there is or is not story text after this. Yeah, and like I said, I'll finish this run on stream. I might like get better at it off stream. But yeah, we'll see. They question mark. Hello?
Oh, thank God you're alive. It's Jenny, the floor manager. Are you okay?
No.
Alex, you need to get it together. Look at the broadcast screen.
Huh?
Just look at it. That's all we've been putting out since you went down. You have to fix it now. Look left, Alex, out the window.
I'm trying to.
See? They're all over it, little bastards. You're going to need a full charge to clear that many off. Hold down the big button until it's fully charged. Then release it to zap the little fuckers.
Yeah.
Excellent, Alex. We're broadcasting again. They must have built up while you were napping. Usually it only takes a tap on the button to clear one. Look, there's a lone one climbing now. Zap it off before it starts to mess up the signal again. Great. That seems to be the last of them. For now.
For now.
Right. We're about a minute out. Get the adverts loaded up. I've got to deal with my pet idiot. And Alex, keep
Crazy
your ears open.
Crazy Niels
Hear them
shares
climbing up the
his
tower.
philosophies.
Don't let them build up.
Internal use only. Employee training video. A compassionate
This has no
son is
credibility,
an
Jenny.
beholder. Occupational hazards.
No professionalism.
Fuck this, actually.
It's not a mess.
I want this.
Everything is where it should be. It's ramshackle and characterful, and I'd expect you to know the difference.
What? Why did that say cock and balls? What?
Can I?
Thanks, Jenny. How's lock-in with the boyfriend going?
Decided to take his chances on the wild streets, eh? Rather than endure another romantic comedy.
Jeremy, Jenny says your hair looks stupid.
Yes, I know, I can hear her.
She says she's not talking to you.
Yes, I know, I can hear her.
Shall I count us in?
Make it so.
Okay, 10 seconds. Break a leg, everyone.
Preferably a furry one.
5, 4, 3.
It's Jeremy, right?
Good evening.
Okay.
I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main story
Shit.
tonight.
Snugglepups? It's been almost 5 weeks since all the Mrs. Snugglehugs toys woke up simultaneously in factories worldwide and began searching for their husbands. The Mr. Snugglehugs were so short-sightedly destroyed. And now, as this photograph suggests, they may be changing tactics.
Built to surprisingly traditional gender stereotypes, the Mrs. Snugglehugs have been arming themselves with a variety of household implements. All the more reason to make sure that cat flap is taped up good and tight.
The what now?
This frightening new development means that even those previously thought to be relatively safe, like the young and fit, must take care to watch their backs and keep their ears open for the soft steps of sinister feet.
Going stir crazy, with no signs of Mrs. Snugglehug's batteries running out, and the government lockdown now
Oh,
on
the
its
floored.
31st day, domestic relationships across the country are taking some unexpected turns.
Dramatic reports are beginning to emerge of uncharacteristically bold behavior in homes across the country. And we're not talking about the model planes that occupy so much time in the Donaldson household.
Yep.
With dating options limited, many house sharers
Snuggle tugging.
and particular students are finding solace in co-tenants they'd previously rejected as unfuckable, indulging in an activity that has become known as snuggle tugging.
Old dogs, new tricks. Bad boy celibacy Johnny Handsleeves announced today that he just can't wait until this lockdown's over
Okay.
so he can start his new career.
Perfect.
It is, of course, up to each of us to choose how we spend this brief spell of collective unconsciousness. But if
He's
this
boxing
photograph,
bananas
sent by the
for
man
sure.
himself, is anything to go by, Johnny seems to be making some interesting decisions with regard to his time at home.
Describing the lockdown as the rehab I never knew I needed, Handsleeves seems to decide to capitalise on that aggressive streak, announcing today that he intends to join the growing Underground Street Fighting Association when the lockdown ends.
Okay.
Where he will, and I quote, take any wanker on for a fiver.
The shape of things to come. In their own version of a lockdown for more than 45 years now, the descendants of Doctors David Wong and Ingrid Svorsborgen-Horgensvoord and their unfortunate team today managed to get a personal statement to the surface using flagellarized imaging equipment.
Flagellarized?
Many of the Svorsborgen-Horgens brood, as they've come to be known, have certainly captured the public imagination. With a recent vote naming Helvetica Svorsborgen-Wongensvoord the most likely to survive a massive electric shock.
Greetings from Dante's Tate.
Hi.
As we say down here in the family, many mushrooms to you.
What?
I don't know what a Mrs. Pluckless Pug is, but they sound like they're causing you guys real problems.
Mhm.
We've been trapped down here for 8,961
Jesus
days now,
Christ.
and all I can say is I sure am glad Mum and Dad chose not to get on that escape craft. They grew me and the rest of the family. We've been getting on famously,
Grew
and
them?
sometimes Mum stops crying for upwards of 20 minutes. Also,
Wow.
it turns out, as per you can eat floods.
You can?
You can handle the stomach cramps.
Okay.
And the amnesia. Greetings from Dante's Taint. Down here in the family.
Many mushrooms to you. That's funny.
They've been down there so
That's a
long
funny.
now.
That's a funny bit.
Everyone knows time moves differently underwater, Jeremy. That's why baths take so long.
That's right. And as anyone will tell you, the deeper the bath.
The quicker the relativistic forces of temporal causality will have a measurable effect upon the fixed dimensional parameters of your environment.
So
Yes,
true.
I've said that many times.
Papers, please. With the lockdown becoming ever more rigorously enforced, having a passport is becoming increasingly important, Alex.
The government caused controversy today by announcing a fresh charge of passport fraud with an imaginative form of punishment for those found guilty of this brand new but incredibly serious crime.
In what's being called a draconian measure, the government has reinstated the ancient right of trial by custard.
Trial
Just like
by
in the old
custard?
days, if you float, you're executed on the spot. But if you sink, well, you'll go well with profiteroles, Jeremy.
So you either die or you die. You die or you die.
Putting a test to governments around the world. Advance HQ released a curious
What is that
statement this
from?
afternoon.
You either die or
In
you
the
die.
accompanying release, they asked us to stress that they have been listening, and that this should be taken as a response to how the people really feel.
We've certainly done our bit on this show to contribute to the political climate. But let's not forget, how we behave in our home lives is what really matters.
Let's hope it's not just me who filled out that questionnaire, Jeremy, or we're all in trouble.
Let's play that statement.
Good evening. One of the many new jobs I have in this current crisis is to liaise on a daily basis with the Department of Perambulation, and they
Perambulation?
made me
What the
aware-
fuck are you saying?
Now these are genuine requests from citizens for permission to go outside. Now I would like to share a few of these with you tonight.
Don't.
Under the loose heading of what the fuck is wrong with you people? How difficult is this to grasp? I'd like to start with James from Angerhampton, who says he needs to go out because there's a duck in the park that I like to try and feed on a Friday. I call him Mr. Quackington, and I think we're really starting to bond. No, James, they make their hives in parks.
What?
Katie,
Hives?
self-righteous on sea, wants to grow up so she can deliver homemade meals to the elderly. Stay at home, your casserole's dire, and Shirley can get by with tins of creamed rice from the 1950s.
Okay.
And you, Lewis, from Hamble Bamblebury.
Hamble Bamblebury? I wish I was from Hamble Bamblebury.
Left to the police. Now I want to make this as clear as I can. Think first. Stop sending me stupid, sodding requests and stay inside. Pretend it's not happening until we tell you it's all over. Thank you.
Alright.
Delectable stuff.
Later tonight, Jeremy will be catching up with brave roving reporter Patrick Bannon, while I check in with two friends of the programme who find themselves stranded at opposite ends of the country.
And then, in part 3, there's going to be a quiz. Presumably because there's nothing more important going on that you might like to report on if you were, say, a news programme.
And in a moment, we'll both be asking Sophia Remington how such a trusted brand can have made such a terrible manufacturing mistake.
Is what it describes here as help from popular psychic scientist Delia Lywell.
Oh, I like her.
Don't why do you do that?
That's all coming up on tonight's
National Nightly News. Shit! It's fine.
First tonight, how did we get here? Where are we going? And most importantly, who's to blame?
Joining us from her ranch in Arlingsfield, Milkirky, is the CEO of Remington's Fist, internationally respected business Svengali, Sophia Remington.
Thank you for having me, Megan. I'm a huge fan of your work.
And from a crystal healing laboratory, what I assume is a garage in Upper Lowington, inexplicably renowned psychic scientist, Dr. Delia Lywell. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Sorry, us?
Myself and the eminent professors.
Is that what you call the voices in your head?
Always seem to attract dead scientists. I don't really know why.
The money?
They express themselves to me through ethereal algebra and quadratic predictions. It's all very...
No, it isn't.
I concur. Miss Remington, the entire Snuggle Hugs range will
Shut up.
go down as the biggest public relations disaster in history, won't it?
Well, of course, that's one world record we would never have thought to claim.
What can you say at a time like this?
There is only one thing that can be said. I'm sorry. We're sorry. From everyone here at Remington's Fist, but especially the dedicated inventors and world-beating engineers at Rimming Toys, we are
Rimming Toys.
deeply sorry. Who could have predicted that letting a child's toy learn how to love would have such unforeseen consequences?
Mary Shelley?
We see you, Sophia Remington. You are preening by a metal vessel, and where you venture, you will see neither land nor sky.
Is that supposed to be the future?
Only the past is concrete. I remember being a child in my grandpa's workshop when he made the
Will you
first
guys fuck
camping
off?
hanging toy. He put it by my bed, and when I couldn't sleep, I'd wind it up and let it go, and I'd watch that happy little executioner just wiggle and wave his tiny noose and dance before my eyes. Grandpa sold thousands of them, on the quiet, obviously. And he used the money he made to found Rimming Toys, which is now just one small part of the global supermassive megacore that is Remington's Fist. Sadly, we lost Grandpappy along the way. He died in a fire at the preschool tobacco factory, another one of his pet projects. But we never lost his spirit of invention.
Yes, I'm not entirely certain what your grandfather's offensive toys have to do with the current predicament.
The spirit of invention, Mr. Donaldson. The passion to create, to problem solve. And that is why I'm here today. To tell you about a brand new product we're launching simultaneously
What if he
around the
didn't?
world from midnight tonight.
We said science! Science! We hear its song on the breeze, its breath on the wind, its fart under the covers.
How does she do it?
Well, please, don't keep us in suspense any longer.
It won't be my feature she's making up next.
Remington's Fist is proud to present
fine.
Snuggle Traps.
It's literally fine. What?
Safety and security in these dangerous times.
Freak.
Each box of Snuggle Traps contains 8 devices, all guaranteed to stop a Mrs. Snugglehug in its tracks.
Fuck off!
That's enough for a small lawn or 4 window boxes. And you want to know the best thing? They're only $129.99 a box. Now that is affordable peace of mind.
We see you, Jeremy Donaldson.
Not now, honey, I'm mid-pitch. The best thing about Snuggle Traps is powered by next generation
Her face.
Lardinium batteries. So, however long the enemy lasts, these traps will outlast them.
We see you, Mr. Donaldson. You are screaming and yelling. Your friends are crying. They fear you. And then
And then
Oh my god, I just got chills. Did anyone else just get chills then?
I think I did.
I think it's
That was
more
foreshadowing.
I
That's
think I'm more
crazy.
concerned about these traps. Quickly, before we go to the break, these appear to be attractively repackaged landmines. Aren't they dangerous, say, to children?
Oh, hell yeah. These are not toys. But they're explosive fun.
Sophia Remington, Dr. Delia Lywell, thank you for joining us.
When we come back, we'll be taking a look at the situation across the country tonight.
Don't go away. We'll be back after these bandages.
It's too soon.
Was that all right?
Always a buck to be made.
That was exactly what we...
She seems very nice, that young Miss Remington.
I think she'd make an interesting dinner guest.
Do you think so? I think I'd rather spend the evening shoving Delia's sacred crystals up my skeptical arsehole.
Skeptical. No, you haven't. Annual office outing cancelled.
Hunch look, and that wasn't popular. I used to have a ventriloquist act. I cheated rather because I trained a dog to talk. You can get down on all fours and yap like a dog for only $22.99.
Or I can do it for free.
Deal with meal appeal. As the astronaut once said to me, I had a mission. Sometimes you're the alien, and sometimes you're the cow.
What the fuck are Neil's ads?
Hey, dude, get off my wife.
Fuck off!
Recruitment for nuns. Nuns with buns, nuns with guns, nuns with sons. That one didn't go down so much because apparently they're not supposed to have sons. Crazy Bob here to make your life
Crazy
a little
Bob
more
here.
enjoyable. Namaste.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Ruth. Now it's time to take a trip around the country to hear how the lockdown might impact the nation from some friendly faces. Joining me are respected academic Katie Brightman and author of Alan James's Kites, Alan James. Thank you for joining me.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me, Megan.
Thanks, Megan. It really is a pleasure, Katie. I enjoyed our little heated encounter.
I wish I could say the same.
So first off, Katie, how are you coping?
I'm holding up okay. The lockdown directive was so sudden that, like many people, I haven't been able to get home.
Oh no, what happened?
I was staying at a hotel after an international policy convention, and we had a particularly heavy night out. You know what economists are like.
Yeah, economists.
Notoriously hate splitting the bill.
And I overslept, and as you can imagine, I've been here ever since.
Classic.
But there are certainly people much worse off than me.
Exactly. My tour has been cancelled.
Shut up, Alan.
And I've had to refund every single ticket, even the cheap seats.
Oh, Alan, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
I literally
Being
don't
quite
care,
rude about it.
Alan.
They don't seem to realise I've already spent it filling the beach houses with eats.
The crisis claims yet another victim.
So, this is just a reminder that my book, Alan James's Reich, is now available in paperback.
Unbelievable.
What was that?
You're unbelievable.
So, Katie, how do you think this might affect the economy? Should we be worried?
Very, Megan. Not to sound dramatic, but this could be catastrophic. Unemployment has
Okay.
skyrocketed, and frankly, it will be a miracle if a lot of businesses can survive this.
There you go, scaremongering again, spreading this latest liberal hoax. That's what they
Liberals.
want. They want us quiet. They want us compliant. And they want us inside.
A hoax? How on earth can you say that, Alan?
Well, I haven't actually seen one of these supposed toys. Have you?
Well, no, but...
Did you know 3,000 people die every year from regular toys? That's a lot of people. And this is no different. You're just as likely to be hunted down by a yo-yo or a tennis racket.
He makes an excellent and persuasive point, Katie.
Don't listen to her, Katie. The press are the enemy of truth.
She's agreeing with you, Alan. Absolutely.
Well, then I must be wrong.
Alan, are you now recanting your statement that these toys aren't dangerous?
People are saying they're just like normal toys, and that
Oh.
simply isn't true. Corrupt
I fucked it.
media lies.
And Katie, how do you respond to Alan's claims that Mrs. Snugglehugs might be dangerous after all?
I suppose I guess I'm agreeing with him.
Thank you, Katie. I appreciate your support. A lot of folks are saying this Mrs. Snugglehug situation will all blow over. But
Oh,
it
look at
won't.
Jeremy's sick-ass sandwich over there.
Yes, right, exactly. We need decisive action from the government. We need huge financial support to protect our workers and our businesses. We need to support the vulnerable, and we need
to repent. Exactly.
To
right.
repent?
We brought it on ourselves with all our liberal indulgences like art, cake, and healthcare. We need to act now and begin sacrificing our firstborn, or at a push,
What?
our beloved family pet.
Absolutely, Alan. If we can all successfully come together as a community and perform the
Fuck.
ritual, hopefully we will appease the great ancient. Katie, could it be any worse?
Luckily, over the past few years under Advance, they've invested heavily into health, so the system can actually bear the strain.
Is it lucky that the Llama Lords have unleashed a horde of man-made monsters on its own people to conceal the enemy within?
Will you just stop for 5 fucking seconds?
The Global Alliance of Fish People are amassing an army. Amassing an army to kidnap us.
That's you. That's what you sound like.
But I don't sound like that.
Yes, you do.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought it was funny.
That's why no one wants to be your friend.
I've got loads of friends.
Haven't.
I don't think you do, Alan.
Yeah, stop lying, Alan.
Not lying. You are.
Oh, good one.
Well, I'm telling.
Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. Some real food for thought there from two of the territory's leading minds.
Funny.
Any moment now, I'll be heading over to Jeremy, who is going to be bringing us an up-to-the-minute report of the status of
Patrick.
the nation. Over to you, Jeremy.
Thank you for what I'm sure was a reasonable debate, which really contributed to the national conversation. Next, out on the streets, someone who's always doing exactly that. It's Patrick Bannon. Are you there, Patrick?
Hello, Jeremy. Yes, hello, I'm here. I'm here live. Apologies for the quality of the broadcast today. Couldn't find any cameramen or women brave enough to come and join me, so I'm out here on my own.
Right, and can you tell us what it's like out there?
Yep, I can. It's as you can see behind me, the streets are currently completely deserted. But my question, Jeremy, is just how long? I mean, could there be danger lurking just around the corner, waiting to end the fledgling career of this young, promising journalist before his full potential is even realised? Will he die, underappreciated by management, and frankly, if you ask me, very, very much underpaid?
I don't think there's any danger of that.
Shit!
What's that on your jacket there?
Oh, that's actually a sponge. What I've done here is made a snuggle-proof jacket, Jeremy.
Snuggle-proof jacket,
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Any PPE, so I've been forced to improvise. In fact, showing the sort of resourcefulness that would make me an ideal candidate for, I don't know, for example, an anchor position starting whenever they'd like.
From your point of view, Patrick, just how safe are our streets?
Not safe at all, Jeremy. Not safe at all.
They're not going to
I'd
like that.
recommend
They're not
people
going to like that.
staying inside,
Okay, it's fine.
following government advice and not putting themselves at any risk at all. Unless, of course, like me, it's for groundbreaking journalism reasons.
And just where are you, Patrick?
I'm in the street, on the street.
Which street?
I think I'm struggling to hear you, actually, Jeremy, there.
Which street? Which street are you on?
Oh, which street am I on? Oh, God. I'm just looking for a sign. There it is. I'm on Bannon Avenue.
Bannon Avenue?
Yep.
Bannon Avenue.
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine. Yep, I'm on Bannon Avenue on the sign, it says there.
Like Patrick Bannon?
Oh, yeah, that is like, that's strange, that's a weird sign. I don't know what's going on there.
Where are you really?
I'm on Bannon. Alright, fine, I'm not on Bannon Avenue, I'm at home, to be honest. Alright, fine. Well, I'm in my bathroom, technically, but, you know, I couldn't face it, to be honest, mate. It's, you know, it's terrible out there. I don't want to go outside. They're everywhere.
I don't want to go outside.
We don't expect any less of you, Patrick.
You hear that sound?
I can, yes. I'm no expert, Patrick, but it sounds unmistakably like a tiny fist tapping on your door there.
Oh, fuck, it does. Oh, fuck, Jeremy, shit, no! Oh, bollocks, Jeremy.
Perhaps there's a small queue of tiny fists, each wielding a different gendered household implement, ready to bash in the heads of lying little roving reporters.
You're lying, aren't you? Oh shit! Fucking listen to me, you bastards! If you're out there, just piss off, you little fucking snuggle fuck! I'm too talented to die! Oh, what the fucking hell? Okay, it's fine. Oh god.
Don't worry, Patrick. I'd say you've got a few seconds before they break their way in there and finish you off. What do you see, Patrick?
Oh no. Oh no.
Thank you, Patrick, for that report. Showing the nation, and more importantly, management, just where you belong. It's time for another break, but when we come back, we'll be happy to take your mind off the world for a little while, and who knows, maybe even bring you a few smiles. Join us after this.
Go.
You're damn right.
Whoa! Hey! Whoa! Hey! Whoa! Something is inside! My window broke. My window broke. I don't fucking like it. I noticed. Comedy? Sorry. Reading a distractible post. What is this?
Follow during this crisis. Stay calm, for God's sake. Panicking makes you less productive, and that makes Bozeman sad. Protect network equipment at all costs. We have literally hundreds of employees, but our budget is limited. We ask you to do the right thing and value our property over your personal safety. If you're working from home, please refrain
This is a
from
banger,
taking
dude.
meetings on the toilet. Even if you're not going, we can still tell from the way your voice is all echoing. A reminder, the dress code is still in force. I can hear a tie on a conference call like a baby in a vacuum cleaner.
What?
And finally,
Yo,
remember,
what's good with that?
the public are scared. They want
The fuck outta
information.
here.
They'll consume anything we tell them, so let's not waste time on fact-checking or integrity. There's money to be made, and Papa wants a taste.
Papa wants a
Bozeman
taste.
out.
3. Welcome back to the National Nightly. Well, welcome back anyway. We know isolation isn't easy, so finally tonight we have something a bit different for you. Even though some people felt it's not our job to entertain the public with absolute nonsense, other, more important people overruled those people. So it's time to find out who will National Nightly win.
Who will National
And
Nightly?
who will National Nightly lose. Fuck off, Jenny. There's one thing to do. So, how do we play? Well, joining me is a man who knows all about playing. It's Tommy Harris. Hello, Tommy.
All right, Johnny. It's good to see ya.
And how are you finding the lockdown, Tommy?
What do you mean lockdown?
The enforced isolation of everyone in the country.
Ah, yeah, I think I heard about that.
You're in bed, Tommy.
Yeah, you called during nap time, so
Of course, that's my fault. So, why don't you tell us how the game is played?
Well, it's pretty simple, Jeremy, you sausage. I'm going to ask contestants from around the territory 3 questions about what else
Yours truly.
And those people are going to get a chance to win a very special prize.
And what are they playing for, Tommy?
Drum roll, please. Jeremy.
Fuck off.
Jeremy. Thank you. This.
Is that... What is that?
It's my athletic support, Jeremy.
Oh.
But I've signed it, so...
Oh, well then, what a fantastic prize.
Have we got anybody waiting to win this once-in-a-lifetime prize, Jimmy?
Jimmy.
I believe we have Angie on the line. How do you feel about winning this man's old pants, Angie?
I've never been so excited, Jeremy. And can I just say, I love you. Both of you.
Well, you've said it now, haven't you?
Oh, Angie, I love you.
In a way. Tell us about yourself, Angie.
Well, what can I say? My name is Angie.
Her name's Angie.
Always has been.
Always has been.
I'm a human woman.
I'm a human woman.
As acceptable.
Brilliant! Right, well,
Awesome.
shall we get this shambles underway?
Absolutely, John. Can I get 30
John.
seconds on the clock, please?
We haven't got a clock.
Yeah, I did ask for a clock. So,
Well, why don't you start, and I'll stop you when it inevitably becomes unbearable to watch.
I love it. All right, here we go. Time starts now. Question 1. When is my birthday?
The 13th of August at 7:19 a.m.
That is absolutely correct.
Fuck off.
Question 2. What? I said, what is my favorite color?
Crushed praline 4.
Correct, the color of my nipples. And finally, Angie dear, what is my star sign?
Shit.
Question. You were born outside of the human understanding of the cosmos.
Unbelievable, that is correct. Stop the clock.
Wow, that really was tough to watch. How did you do, Tommy?
Well, Angie, my love, you got every single question right. Which of course means you lose and win absolutely nothing. Thanks for playing, Angie. Bye. Do we have another contestant on the line at Jelly Bean?
We do indeed. We should have Sonia Artleach. Are you there, Sonia?
Of course I am, Jamie, darling.
Thank you for being here, Sonia.
Oh, there you are, Tommy. Mwah.
Let me guess, you work in theatre, don't you?
Is it that obvious? What gave it away? Was it the glamour or poise?
It certainly wasn't your inherent sense of humility.
Tell us about yourself, Sonia.
Oh, well, if you must play this game. I am a theatrical agent. I represent the likes of Rudy Beefman, Samuel Coffee Cup, and Jodie Carpetburn, amongst...
Fuck off! Shit,
How's the
shit,
lockdown
shit.
affected you, Sonia?
Well, they may have closed the theatres, shut the studio...
Shit, fuck, fuck!
You won't get me that easily.
How are you managing without any work?
Due to a savvy clause in all of my artist contracts,
No.
I am able to claim my 15% from their unemployment benefit.
Wow, that certainly is sharp.
Standard stuff, standard stuff.
And can I ask, where are you speaking to us from?
Well, I work from home, you know, to keep costs down.
And who's this?
Oh, well, you know, when they gave the order, I was actually mid-meeting with a client, so we've been isolated together.
No fucking way!
What the fucking fuck?
Is that Tommy Harris? I'm a huge fan. Can I just tell you
Shit.
brilliant you are?
Actually, Jeff, we're about to play a game.
What did I do?
We've got time, we've got time.
Well, if it's not too bold, I think I am in love with you, Mr. Harris.
No, it's not too bold. That's all right, don't worry.
Hey, I'd love to show you some of my stuff. I've been working on some new shit.
Well, at least you're already aware.
During lockdown, we've been workshopping some of Jeff's ideas for much younger children, haven't we?
People still let you near their children, do they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I've been developing some shows for younger children.
Well, we'd love to see
No,
it,
we
wouldn't
wouldn't,
we, Gerbil?
actually.
Absolutely dying to.
Right, so, what do kids love?
Timely transport payments from their absent fathers.
Shallow and overproduced musical numbers?
That's right. Animals! So, I'm trying to address the things that kids need to know, but through a medium that they'll understand. Do you understand?
I think, yes. I think so, yes.
Jeff's one of my best clients, aren't you?
I am, yeah. So, the first one we've been working on is called The King of the Jungle's Mortgage Repayments. It's about a lion who's having problems with his interest rates.
I see. Does he have a broker?
He does, yes. He's a porcupine. How did you know that?
Well, your work is universal, darling. It speaks to people.
I'm going to say something to you, mate. I think you're onto something here.
Ooh. Oh, the bear,
Oh,
do
yes.
Do the bear, do the bear, do the
This
bear.
one is much better. So, this one tells the tale of Mr. Bear.
Mhm.
Now, Mr. Bear is a very sad
He's a very sad bear.
Because all of the other bears don't think that it'll amount to much.
They don't think
and they tell him that his plays are lazy.
His
and
plays
derivative.
suck. Fuck off!
I think you're onto something there.
Now, Mr. Bear is a tragic figure. Picture this. He's at his lowest ebb. The trees are closing in. He can't even face his salmon, can he? But then he meets someone that will change his life forever.
This is fucking gripping.
That's right. He meets a wise old octopus who takes him
Obviously.
under his wing and says, "No, Mr. Bear, don't be sad. You're not like all the other bears. You have this ambition and these dreams."
Such fucking dreams.
I think I love you, Jeff.
And what you need.
Stop! Shit!
Mr. Bear, says the octopus, probably doing an 8-armed gesture or something.
Fuck off!
What you need to do to find happiness in this crazy old forest is you need to set yourself more realistic goals. It's called Mr. Bear Lowers His Expectations.
Wow. You really have taken yourself to new depths. And what do you want children to take away from this?
Oh, fuck shit, fuck.
What?
I said a more realistic worldview.
Are you alright, Jack?
Shit! Shit!
My name is Jeffrey Donington.
My name is Jeffrey Donington.
We need to know how it ends.
Well, all the animals learn a thing or two about inevitable mediocrity.
Oh shit, shit, fuck.
Mr. Bear settles down near to his parents.
Fuck off!
Stops trying to make his band happen, and he goes into bear telemarketing.
Becomes a bear maths teacher.
Oh, and we end. We end on a big musical number.
Is that so?
Oh, there's dancing. It's very repetitive, so it's catchy but
No.
not too challenging.
No. No!
Well, if you like, I could go and get my boombox.
Yeah, you know, I might.
Shit.
Can we get Angie back?
Why not? The more the merrier, as they say at orgies.
Dude, I'm
Let's chill
shitting.
then, shall I?
I'm shitting.
Coming up in a moment, it's the world premiere that nobody
Okay.
saw coming.
Lights!
Or wanted.
Okay.
At all.
Okay.
I can only apologise in advance for what we're all about to endure.
You turn this shit into anything.
Down on Dangly Doodle
Okay.
Farm, like wise old Mr. Octopus, with way too many arms.
Far too many arms.
There's Mr. Pig,
Mr. Pig,
and Mr. Cow.
Mr. Cow.
They're always in good moods.
They're in great moods.
But that's cause they don't know they'll soon be sliced up into food.
Alright.
Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your hopes go to turn into despair. Mr. Bear, what's that over there?
That's where your dreams go to die.
Mr. Raccoon wants to go to the moon. He'll end up as a bus driver soon. Mr. Porcupine thinks he'll read the news at 9. He'll end up as a janitor who stinks of turpentine. Mr. Tiny Mouse thought he'd own a massive house. Ended up in a bedsit where he can't control the louse. Mr. Horse thought he'd go into professional sports. Now he's an alcoholic and he's on his 3rd divorce.
Wow.
Mr. Bear,
What's that over there?
that's the place your life becomes an endless questionnaire.
Yeah.
Mr.
Hey.
Bear,
Yeah.
what's
Let's
that
get it.
over there?
Yeah.
That's
Hey.
where your hopes
Oh.
go to die.
Yeah.
Lower your expectations.
What do you mean?
Maybe you could get a job in telecommunications.
Where do you want me to go?
No matter how you try, you'll
That's what you
never
want. No?
reach the League of Nations. The best you'll get is middle rank in trading operations. So lower your expectations.
Okay.
You'll never win an Oscar, so there's no congratulations. The future that is coming will not meet specifications, and no amount of visualizations will save you from your
What's that over there?
That's a tramp who thought he'd be a multi-millionaire.
Yo,
Mr.
hey,
Bear,
get it,
what's that
Mr.
over
Bear,
there?
Mr. Bear,
That's where
Mr. Bear.
self-esteem goes to die. Mr. Bear,
What's that over there? They're so British.
disappointment that is waiting everywhere.
Mr. Bear, what's that over there? That's where your schemes go to die. That's where your dreams go to die. That's where your dreams go to die.
Well, I'm sure we'll all still be singing that tomorrow morning.
Oh, yeah.
That's it from us for tonight. Many thanks to all our
Oh!
guests. I look forward to seeing them all
Fuck
again.
off.
Eventually. But before we go, Alex, I wondered if I might have a word.
No.
You see, I've had my eye on you, friend.
Stop it.
And I've got to say, I'm not liking what I'm seeing. You keep letting me down.
What did I do?
Chum.
I'm trying.
Playing it safe.
What? I didn't
Making
even play the
dull,
advanced tape.
boring choices, failing to assert yourself.
I asserted
No
myself.
One likes a pushover, Alex.
I'm not a pushover!
You know that. And frankly, chum, you're acting like a bit of a wimp.
No, I'm not.
Alex, will you give away your passport so my super rich sibling can abandon us all?
Yeah.
Sure. Here it is. Pathetic.
I'm
Give
sorry.
the money we need for food so I can go around the continent on a jolly.
My bad for wanting my daughter to travel.
Grandma when we run out of food. Wouldn't it
She's gonna
help
die
to
anyways.
take charge?
No, it would feel bad.
Aren't you tempted to just lay down the law?
Literally, I am not.
You know what's hot, Alex? Other than me, obviously.
Fire?
Confidence, power, control. We're all drawn to it, like rats to the piper.
What the fuck does that mean?
Don't you care?
Rats to
when
the
the sun
piper?
goes at night?
Yes!
You will when you find out.
Fuck up!
Far be it from me to try and lead you down the dark pathway, although sort of is my whole raison d'etre.
Raison d'etre?
But imagine.
Imagine speaking
just
French.
for a moment.
So you just
that
want me to be mad? You just want me to be
none of
evil?
this was real. It was just
You want to be a
some
bad guy?
stupid game where you could just do it all over again if it all went wrong.
Well, I've got news for
Imagine
you.
if Sam and Charlie and Susie were just characters.
They are.
Wow. Think of all the fun you could have. Just being bad, you know.
For sure.
For the hell of it.
Yeah.
My name's Megan Wolf.
Hi, Megan.
Have an evil night.
Okay. I guess.
Ugh. Jen, I'm just gonna go smoke her. Okay, can you get Bozeman on the phone? Babe, I don't care if this is a dream, a bad trip, or a shock-induced coma.
Occupational hazards. The
No, I want to hear about
exclusive new collection.
occupational.
Subscribe today.
Occupational
and every week
hazards?
you'll workplace
Yep.
accident you'll never forget. From the classic trip and fall to the unparalleled heights of gross negligence, this limited edition set really does have it
Dude,
all.
what?
So
Life-changing
today,
injuries?
Next of kin could enjoy a disappointing payout, which makes a mockery of your pain and suffering.
Fuck yeah.
Also included is this file of
Real crocodile tears.
employer's complete lack of responsibility. Every issue comes complete with this companion magazine, containing the impotent wishes of your colleagues and the non-specific corporate apologies. For limited time, get your hands on electroshock collection.
Ah! Did I do good? ABB. Loves labors hugged. That's not bad. ABB. ABB! ABB! Okay. I don't think there's more text after this. I think it goes straight into another broadcast. So I'll wait for it to load and we'll see. And I'm probably gonna call it a stream. I went over 3 hours, which was like not my goal, but I was really hoping that it would happen, and it has in fact happened, so I'm real stoked about that. If I come back tomorrow, obviously you'll get a notification that I went live, unless you aren't following me with the notifications on, in which case, drop a fucking follow, dude. Help me get to affiliate, and then I'll really be on my streamer shit, you know? We'll have dedicated stream days. I'll have a schedule that I will mostly adhere to, you know, like, things will be good as soon as I get affiliate. Okay, so we'll read through this and then call it. The rhythmic beeping of the heart monitor brings you slowly back to consciousness. Opening your eyes, you're greeted by a semicircle of concerned faces. Your family by your side, a reassuringly familiar sight in these new surroundings. You blink a few times to clear the sleep from your eyes and bring everyone into focus. You feel a hand on yours, gentle but reassuring. Sam, there with you as always, their expression understandably concerned is somehow more affectionate than ever. We knew you'd be okay, never doubted it for a second, and if I ever see that Bozeman, you squeeze their hand back and attempt to wink. The worry lines on Sam's forehead fade a bit. Lord knows you've both got enough to be anxious about without your health being thrown into the mix. With a final smile at them, you turn to the rest of your family. Just as you feel Susie's absence, you notice Charlie's fidgeting, clearly trying not to look worried. As soon as you turn to look at him, you can see Charlie tense up, his concern clear on his face. So, you're definitely good, right? He finally asks, quickly looking away. Of course I am, buddy. There's nothing to worry about. Charlie looks at you and grins, one of those infectious smiles that spreads around the room. It's always good to have him in your corner. Your smile fades as you notice your mother, staring listlessly out the window. Despite all your best efforts, she's not been doing well lately. You okay, Mom? Your mother starts, your call clearly shocking her out of her reverie. She turns to you and smiles, and you're grateful to see that increasingly rare recognition in her eyes. Yes, of course, dear. How are you feeling? You smile warmly and nod, but before you can respond, a doctor bustles in and ushers everyone out. She asks you, for what feels like the 100th time, how you're feeling. Surprisingly well, all things considered. Excellent. There's no sign of any real damage, just a bit of a shock to the old system, pardon the pun. Not that we'd recommend you do anything like that again, of course. After a couple days rest at home, you should feel right as rain. Oh, and the private room and care, the doctor gestures to your room, which you now notice looks rather expensive, has all been paid for by Bozeman. Oh, thank God. He left those flowers and said not to worry and to take the rest of the week off. He'll see you on Monday, apparently. Seems like the least he could do. Getting me shocked half to death. Fucking Christ, Bozeman. Put me in a coma. Literally. A burden to bear? You come home from a particularly late shift to find the kitchen light still on, which isn't normally a good sign. Everyone's usually in bed by now. Softly opening the kitchen door, you find Sam sat at the table. Table? Bills and papers are strewn in front of them, as well as what looks to be their second pack of biscuits. They give you a quick kiss, and you take a seat next to them. Sam frowns and goes back to the bill they're holding. Hey, sweetheart. Just looking at the numbers again. They look to the door to the pantry, now converted into your mother's bedroom. We've been doing our best, but I think Cassandra really needs a nurse to look after her now. Suddenly, the bills are all you can see. I've been staring at the numbers all night, tears in their eyes. Sam takes your hand. There's no way we can afford it. I'm so sorry. The kitchen table swims before you. Sam stands up and pulls you into a firm embrace, but all you can think of is your mother and how you can't afford to help her. What would your dad be thinking now? Is this the utopia Advance promised? You stare at the door to your mother's makeshift room. Tomorrow you need to tell the kids, then book an appointment at the transition center. What else could you have done? Ah! Day 201. A letter home. Sam's out with work tonight, and Charlie's staying at a friend's. The house is yours. You order takeaway, have a couple drinks, and decide to relax in front of the TV. Not a great selection tonight, but surely something to watch. Fuck it, horror. Sam's not here, but I can still watch a horror without them. The atmosphere and story are better than you were expecting, making you jump more than once. After a particularly shocking emergence of the lolling lumberer, you accidentally kick the coffee table, revealing a small object hitting behind one of the legs. As you bend down and reach for it, you recall the note Sam left on the fridge. Hey, sweetheart, Charlie lost Susie's present. Would you mind looking for it tonight? X. As you hold it closer, you're surprised to find the gift's actually engraved letter for Chippy. She claims the nickname's affectionate, but Charlie scowls every time she says it. You're not sure Sam would approve. The accompanying note from Susie explains, Irkstan has a long tradition of glorifying the art of starting fires. Thought you'd like it. Don't do anything stupid, Suze. Hopefully it's just a souvenir and not a new pastime he's picked up, or about to pick up. It's nice she thought of him. Ew. Yumi quote. Alright, I think this is broadcast. So, woo! Holy shit. Gamers! It's been a fun stream. It's been a good time. I have enjoyed hanging out with you again. I'm sorry I disappeared for so long, but my schedule just got fucking hectic. Hey guys, Editor Door here. I know the frame quality isn't the craziest in this video. I will be working next time I stream to hopefully make that better, but also, like, you know, I'm just doing the best I can out here. I hope it's still entertaining to watch, and if it's absolutely unwatchable, then I apologize. You can watch the content in the future. My thing got all messed up, so it cut the end of the video, so I just wanted to hit you with a little outro. This is going to be a good old one-take Jake, because I don't feel like editing anymore. So, Editor Door signing out. Have a good day, everybody.